Hello everybody, today we are looking at the Tantive 4 from the LEGO Star Wars line. Is this considered a UCS set? I am not quite sure myself, but I did get this on the Black Friday weekend when this set went on sale, so I decided to why not, let's do it. Also, the Tantive 4 is a classic ship. It is from the opening scene of A New Hope after all, so it is one of Star Wars' most iconic ships. That's for sure. And obviously, this is not up to scale. The actual Tantive 4 ships are much bigger. In fact, they're big enough so there's many places for your minifigures to wander around. This is almost the same size as the Millennium Falcon, so it's actually not that up to scale. But obviously, it makes sense that LEGO doesn't go crazy and turn this into a $600, $800 LEGO set. So it's at an appropriate size, that's for sure. And yeah, so this is, I forgot what year this came out in. I think this came out last year, 2019. I'm not quite sure myself, but regardless, it's still quite a beauty, and I think we should definitely take a look at it. So let's do that right now. Here is the box, very nice black box. That is before the 18+ was a thing, so this is still considered, but it's still considered a UCS, I believe. This one again was first released in 2019, so not bad at all. You can see this is flying over Tatooine with all the green bolts being the Star Destroyer that's chasing it. This is set 75244 with 1,768 pieces. And then here is the back of the box. As you can see right here, you've got another angle of the Tantive 4, and you've got all the play features that you can do in this set right there. And then on the top, you can just see upside down, I know, has all the minifigures included. Some people thought this set doesn't include minifigures. It's actually not the case. This set does very much include minifigures, so don't get me wrong. So that is it for the box. That is completely out of frame now. So what is the best way to carry this ship, you may ask? Well, it's simple. There's a handle up here. You grab that, and you lift it up, which is great, but I don't like it. Why? Because this entire ship is really heavy. Do you really think relying on a single one Technic lift arm handle can support the entire weight of this ship without running the risk of dropping it, plopping it, and scattering all the pieces everywhere? I personally don't feel like it's safe. It is convenient that they have a feature like that, but it's not the safest in my opinion, and I think it's a flaw that needs to be corrected. Maybe if they included two handles, and you can lift it with two hands, or maybe one at the very heavy back of the ship, then that would probably be a much better solution. Because yeah, I'm glad they did that, but it's just not it. It's just too heavy. The weight of this ship is ridiculous. So there's that. But apart from that, this ship is quite big. It is not tall though, so if you want to put this on the shelves, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm pretty sure you won't find too much of a problem trying to store this on the side or maybe something. But you do realize this thing has a really long length. So when you're trying to put this on your shelf or something, make sure you have the space planned out, especially given that this is a really long ship. So there's that. So I already addressed the handle trick here, but then this is also the satellite to communicate to other ships, so that's quite convenient. This massive part here at the back, this is where all the engines are. This massive, look at this. All of this is all simple wheel builds. This took quite the long time to put together, but it does look really nice if you look at it from back here. It's a good, representation. And like the Millennium Falcon, they've done something quite interesting here, where on the top they used a bunch of these minifigure painting handle pieces to act as, I guess, give the extra decoration, the extra look or something, which is then again quite creative And that is, sorry, this just fell. There we go. Okay, as I was saying, so that was, yeah, that's quite creative, and I think that's an excellent way of utilizing existing elements rather than spending money on making new pieces, that's for sure. And getting creative is key, so Lego did a great job right here with just that. So that's done pretty nicely. The other thing, I guess, is, yeah, sorry, this thing is so heavy. This thing, it's ridiculous. Okay, so these wings keep coming off. It's actually getting annoying, but yeah. Middle design here, this is usually where the entrance to the ship would be, but since this is not up to scale, you actually can't really open this up, and you know, it doesn't actually fit minifigures. However, this middle section here, very nice design with the fins, with the airplane fins right here. That's, well, yeah, that's okay. And the purpose of this is to act as a storage compartment. So I can just lift this open, so it comes off one piece like this. And then inside, we've got extra spring-loaded shooter bolts to store the spring-loaded shooter that is, I guess, in this set, which I'll show you, I'll get to it a bit. But for now, yeah. The actual like spring-loaded shooters actually at the very, very front, but this is where you can store the extra bullets, or the extra bolts, if you will. So there's that. So let's put that back, slap that right back on here, just like that. So this is the middle compartment. The shelf, not shelf, the roof of this is done pretty well, except that I don't like how this is always moving. And yes, these are ski pole pieces. Again, utilization of existing Lego elements to create this, which is, I totally support it. However, I don't support this being able to move all over the place. It's not secured. It's just a flimsy 360-degree thing, and it's so unnecessary, and I don't like it. But regardless, the design is okay. It is pretty good. And of course, this thing is modular, so the point of this is you can lift it up, comes off just like that, and then inside we've got the meeting room, or like the compartment area for your minifigures to sit down, discuss, talk about Rebel Lion stuff, and you know, all that kind of schnaz. All that comes, and it's very basic. Do kind of wish you have like hologram pieces or something to like add some flavor to the table, or yeah, to the table. But apart from that, it's okay. It could use a little more, but it's okay. That's for sure. So there's that. Let's slap the roof right back on. So it just goes back on, just like this. Actually, I think I may have lined it. There we go. Much better. All right, and then here is the front of the ship, which is done pretty well. They use these big round cone pieces. These are all stickers at the very, very front, unfortunately. But I do think the pieces themselves are probably cost a lot given their actual size. So I'll say that. The what's it called? See, this is what I mean. This keeps bothering me of how this keeps rotating. That is so annoying. That's definitely a downfall of the set. The turret up here, the cannon, very, very nice. You've got the stud shooters right here. Yes, these are stud shooters. I'm not going to fire them to show you, but you know. There's the other pair of the turret, which is down here. And I think that's the only thing that's down here. Now I don't really need to show you anything on the bottom. As for these spring-loaded shooters, they are right here. In case you're wondering. That's where they're at the very, 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 very front of the ship. So at the back or in the middle, that's where you store the extra parts, and then here is where you can actually load them in and shoot them. You just flick the bottom. They have these little pins here. Not quite sure if you can see it. You know what? I'm gonna turn it around like this. Pretty sure you can see it right there. Then I'm just gonna fire them both to show you. Boom, there you go. Fired them both. And that's how you launch the spring-loaded shooters on this ship. The other thing that you can also do, which I almost forgot to mention, is you can detach this. Not officially, but it won't look the prettiest. Like in the lore, you actually can't detach this, but this acts as the escape pods, you know, from the iconic scene when Vader and when the C-3PO and R2-D2 escape from Vader with the Death Star plans in their escape pod. This is just a reenactment of them, and you can actually lift this lid. There should be an opening somewhere. Give me a second. There it is. Oh wait, I think I may have lifted the wrong. I lifted the wrong one. It's this one. Oops, my bad. You lift this, and then inside the quote-unquote escape pod, you can store R2-D2 and C-3PO to reenact that scene, or any other minifigures you want that you want to be the lucky people to escape the massacre alive. So there's that. And yeah, what more can I say? Oh wait, I did just realize I think I may have rotated this down. Yes, I definitely screwed up this part. There you go. It's supposed to be at the bottom like this. There you go. All right. So apart from that, this entire ship as a whole is once again really heavy, but it is pretty nice with the plate features included on it. But I gotta say, not bad. It's not a bad design. It could use some improvements, but it's definitely not a bad design. So, alright, the last thing we're gonna do now is look at the minifigures. Here are the minifigures. So, let's start off nice and basic with these two guys that we've seen in way too many sets. We have C-3PO right here. Again, nothing particularly new for him. Always has been the same and always will be the same. And we've got R2-D2 right here. Again, nothing new for this guy. Still the same print, still the same molds. Nothing too shabby. So, the two droids in this set. So the next two minifigures included are these two Rebel Troopers. Actually, this is the standard Rebel Trooper right here, which some people call these guys as eggheads because their helmets kind of look like eggs. But I gotta say, I always loved the design of these Rebel helmets. These are really cool. I know they look like eggs, but still, they look really good. And he has two faces, a calm face and a ready to fight face. Notice how the neck strap for the helmet is imprinted on both of their faces. So there's that. So there's that. He does have a pistol, and then the torso print itself, pretty basic. Nothing too shabby about that. And that is the normal Rebel Trooper. I do wish there was a little more. There's only one, unfortunately, and we've saw in the scene that they have multiple Rebel Troopers, as you probably figured. So kind of wished we had at least like 2 or 3 more instead of just one single one. This one is Captain Antilles. If you're not familiar with this character, he's the one that gets choked by Vader when they successfully captured the Tantive 4. This is the captain, so yeah, glad they brought him in minifigure form. And nice prints, nice pistol, same egghead helmet as always, and he has two faces, freaked out face and calm face, if you will. So there's that. So there's these two Rebel Troopers. They're definitely very nice. I do like them very much, that's for sure. So there's that. And then finally we have the Organos, probably the more interesting figure. So let's start off with Princess Leia, of course. Leia herself. She's got the robe. However, Lego does give you the option to swap it out by giving you standard legs. If you don't want her to be wearing her robes, you can just put these standard legs right on her if you wanted to. She's got her iconic Princess Leia hair. She's got a pistol. Here is the back of her secondary face. The third face, not third face, her first face. There we go. And yeah, this is probably one of the better versions of Leia that I've seen in quite a while. So there's that. And then we have her father, or quote-unquote father, not her real father, her adopted father, Bail Organa. There he is with the green cape. Very nice. Nope, a slight print on the back. As for the face, does he have two faces? Yes, he has two faces. So all these figures, except for the droids, have two faces. There's definitely that. Bill Organo looks pretty nice here. I will gotta say, I've gotta say, for like a minifigure version, Lego pretty much nailed it, spot on. And obviously, these two are gonna be the biggest draw minifigures in terms of the minifigures for this set. So there's that. So that is it for all the minifigures. Now let us look at the final verdict. So is this set good or not? If you're a Star Wars fan, you should consider getting this because this is a classic ship. I have a good feeling that when this set eventually retires, the value of it is going to go up significantly. So I suggest you get it now before it's gone. And yeah, so it was on sale, but I'm pretty sure at a normal price, even at a normal price, this seems a little bit expensive, but after looking at the size of it and everything else, it makes sense. The given price that Lego has assigned to this set makes a little bit of sense, and the minifigure selection is good. I do love how for Leia they have either you can put her leggings or her robes. If you want, that is a good option. Kind of do wish there was more of these rebel troopers so you can reenact the scene when Vader and his stormtroopers board the Tantive 4 and then they fight the rebels. Yeah, sure, there's not gonna be any Imperial minifigures, but maybe like 2 or 3 more normal standard rebel troopers may have just done the trick. Given that this is a pretty big set anyways, you might as well make your money's worth a little more. So there's that. So apart from that, that is pretty much it. My final grade for this set will probably be a 7 out of 10. And that is it for this one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you want to see the other LEGO Star Wars content, I got a couple of them all over the channel. Just go search them out right now, anytime you want. So that's it for this one. Talk to you in the next one. Bye for now.